Oh my god, did you know Queensland introduced a new land tax? And this comes effective in July 2023. If you're thinking about purchasing property in Queensland, this is what you need to know. Let's go into an example. So the old rule was the Queensland land tax was based on just the area of land based only in Queensland. With the new land tax, it's based on Queensland's proportion of the total land value in Australia. Now you might be saying, WTF, what does that even mean? Let me show you an example. So example here, you have an investment property in Queensland at the moment for $500,000, and you also have an investment property in New South Wales, say Sydney, for $1 million. Now according to the old rule, land tax is not imposed on any individual who owns land in Queensland valued under $599,000. But after July 2023, the new rule is valued on the gross Aussie land size. So going back to the example, to calculate the Queensland property land tax, you have the Queensland property at $500,000. The gross Aussie land size is 1.5 million. Remember the Queensland property plus the New South Wales property in this example. We said this person had the $500,000 property and the $1 million property. Add that together, that equals $1.5 million. That divided by that becomes 33.3%. Now the gross tax against $1.5 million is about $12,750 approximately. So the Queensland land tax is now calculated at 33.3% times this amount equals $4,250 approximately. This makes She-Hulk angry. Because right now, if you purchase a Queensland property that is under $599,000, there's actually no land tax. Again, this takes in effect after July 2023. Now imagine if you have a portfolio of $10 million in Queensland property. But then guys, as a serious investor like myself, investor to investor, landlord to landlord, there are exemptions to the rule. Loopholes time! Because Queensland land tax is about to arrive, here's how you can get an exemption. According to the queensland.gov.au website, these are the exemptions for land tax. If your piece of land is owner-occupied, transitional home, primary production, movable dual dwelling, aged care facilities, supported accommodation, subdivided discount, COVID relief are the exemptions, you will get exemption. However, the exemption will reduce how much you have to pay. However, even with the exemption, if you're an individual where the total taxable value of your land is over $600,000, you will soon get a letter from the Queensland Treasury, and maybe 60% of you guys are expected to be granted a principal place of residence exemption. And if your properties fall in these suburbs in Queensland, where the land value is expected over $600,000, be prepared to get a knock from the Queensland Treasury office. But then I said there's loopholes, right? What if we buy a property in Queensland, for example, under a company name? What if under a family trust or a unit trust? It's great, but when there's a will, there's a way. What do you guys think of the new Queensland land tax? How would that affect you? And for those smart investors out there, any tips to avoid it? Let me know.